amazing evening. You can't hear me, but now you can. So I'm now coming through loud and clear, so hopefully that's coming through loud and clear for you guys. So anyway, we're really excited for tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be doing some games later. Sarah put together an amazing game that I'm actually really excited about. So we'll see how that goes. Or how you do with that game. It's actually called Fact or Fiction. So will you know what's going on, what's not. But anyway, hope you're having a wonderful day. This is our Tribe Youth live stream for our 6th to 12th grade crowd. We're going for a consecutive, I think, 3 months in a row of doing this live stream thing. We're getting pretty good at it by now. We're starting to dial in some things that we were having issues with before. And so, but remember, anytime if the stream drops, we are streaming on 3 different platforms. So if one drops, you can always go to another one. We're streaming on Facebook and Instagram. Just look up at Tribe Fife, and you'll find us. Remember, at Tribe Fife on Facebook and Instagram. And then also on YouTube, we're streaming, and we can be found at Tribe Youth. So remember, at Tribe Fife on Facebook, Instagram, and at Tribe Youth on YouTube. So yeah, coming at you. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're really excited for tonight. Derek, our very own Derek Bazub, is going to be dropping the word tonight. And so he's going to be bringing fire. So be ready. That's his sermon's called Me Versus Me. So if you ever felt like you've been battling yourself, then this is the one for you. So it's going to be exciting. And we're trying some new stuff in worship. Michaela's going to be rocking it with Spirit Move. So it'll be pretty crazy. So, and then Johnny is our Johnny and Sarah are our technical geniuses tonight. They're making sure the stream and projection and everything is all good to go. So we're excited. But before we get into any of the fun shenanigans that we have planned, I would love to hear, what have you guys been doing this week? Maybe even today. Have you been doing something fun? I know July 4th was last Friday. Was that last Friday? Last Saturday? Yeah, last Saturday. So maybe what'd you do for the 4th of July? Did you do anything fun? Maybe did you do something fun in the follow-up? Maybe this week. We've had quite a bit of sunshine. And so, yeah, we're excited for that. Maybe some leaders can pipe in. What did you guys do? Anything fun for either 4th of July or maybe something this week?
I went camping at Fort Stevens Park in Oregon.
Derek went camping at Fort Stevens Park in Oregon, which, was it nice weather?
Good weather.
Was it loud? A lot of fireworks or no?
A lot of fireworks, a lot of people getting stuck in sand.
A lot of fireworks, a lot of people getting stuck in sand. So it was like along a beach area, or?
It's a nice beach. We saw some whales, too.
Oh, no way. He went whale watching as well. So if you ever want to camp and see whales, go to Fort Stevens. And that sounds like,
It's Fort Stevens State Park.
that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was cool.
All right, what else we do? Anything else cool for leaders?
Elvin hung out with Jonathan on the 4th.
Elephant hung out with Jonathan on the 4th. What did they do?
There's a number 1 on it, so I'm assuming there's more to come.
Oh, more to come.
Part 1.
All right.
Part 2.
Part 2.
Worked for 68 hours last month.
68 hours last month. Woo! Getting that work in, Elvin. Way to go, man. Making that money. Doing your thing, man. Doing your thing. That's exciting. That's exciting, bro. So cool. All right. Any other, Johnny, did you do anything fun over the weekend?
I went to my parents.
Went to your parents?
Yeah, and helping them build the deck.
Helping them build a deck. And I heard it was a big deck. It's like 20 by 40 or something, right? Yeah, 20 feet by 40 feet. So that's a huge deck. A lot of nails, probably.
And it actually, when it threw out, it was pretty fast. So
Wow, that's crazy.
it's on the finish already.
Yep, so that's good. Have you ever helped out your parents doing a deck or maybe doing construction stuff? I know I have. I helped my dad. And I'll tell you what, I don't remember a thing. So if I was going to do it myself, boy, it's all theoretical. I don't really remember it all. So that would be interesting. But what else did people get going on? Anything cool?
Part 3 of Elvin. We played video games together. That will be me and Jonathan's video game.
Video game 4th of July, Elvin and Jonathan. That's awesome.
Or paid my own car insurance bill.
Dude, that's hashtag adult, man. Hashtag adult life. Sorry, bro. From then on, just more responsibility. But also, with great power comes great responsibility. And so you're getting more power. You're like Spider-Man now, basically. Either, what are the 2 Spider-Man's names? Miles Morales and Peter Parker? Right? Yeah, you're either one of them. And then, Sarah, we got anything coming through on Facebook or YouTube yet? I know they're kind of a little bit delayed. What's up, Grady? Derek just gave a Grady in the background. I don't know if you could hear that, but he's excited. Hopefully you've been doing well, bro. You've been having a good summer. What have you been up to? I'd love to hear. You've been doing that Fortnite season. Man, I don't even know what season they're on. No, they're way past that. Yeah, they're way past 8. It's like season. It's like 2 point. It's like they're in like a second stage of the game now. It's like they have entered the Matrix, and so they're like, it's like, way deeper. I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I've been in my free time. What did I do? Oh, yesterday Sarah and I our small group had a game night. So we played some Jackbox games, actually a lot like the ones we're going to be playing this weekend. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Sarah's going to be giving the announcements, but we will be having a game night this weekend. Gift cards are available for our winners. Last time, I don't know, we had over 12 people last time. It was a lot of people. It was pretty packed out. So I'm excited for that. So stay tuned for more of that. Also, a little bit of recap for those just joining us. Remember, we're streaming on 3 platforms, so if one goes down, please don't give up. We have 2 others that you can jump on. So we're streaming on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. On Instagram and Facebook, you can find us at Tribe5 if you do that in the search bar. And then you can find us on YouTube at Tribe Youth. So remember, you always have a place that you can locate us if one of the streaming services go down. So super excited for that. We're going to get started here shortly. If you remember from the past few weeks, we've been doing our Marvel versus DC competition. Well, sad to say, there's only one DC character left, and his name's Aquaman. All the other ones got pushed off the cliff, and now they're gone. They're in heaven. So we only have a few left. The big ones went down. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, all very close. I mind you. I'll give you that. But for some reason, Marvel's just been taking it. So we've actually got a list of characters that we're going to go through this time. And we're going to find out, we're in the final round of 18. So we've got, here's some of the list. I'm just going to read them all out loud, and then we're gonna go for there. Actually, I've got a duplicate here, so we're going to need to find a fill-in. Yeah. Okay, so, man, I don't know how I did that. All right, so we've got Scarlet Witch, Hawkeye, Ant-Man, Captain Marvel, Aquaman, only DC, Iron Man, Hulk, Wasp, Thor, Spider-Man, Star-Lord, Wolverine, Winter Soldier, Captain America, Quicksilver, Black Panther, and Black Widow. So it's going to be an interesting list. I randomized. Actually, what I did is I took the winners from our previous weeks. I assigned each of them a number, and I put it in one of those like online random number generators. It'll like randomly generates a number for you. And then I made a bracket based off of that. So I want to hear, we've been doing this. It's a lot of fun. And hopefully, remember, you can pick your favorite superhero for any reason. You think they're going to win in a fight against the other person. You think maybe they're your favorite character of all time. Maybe you just like them more than the other character. Whatever the reason, I want you to vote. And we're going to do a few here today. Maybe we can just jump through these. So here we go. All right. First up is Star-Lord versus Spider-Man. Star-Lord versus Spider-Man. So this is going to be an interesting one. This is going to be interesting. I don't know how this is going to work out. Who you guys think is going to win in this fight? Now remember, they both met up in the Marvel movie. I will tell you this. They have met up in Endgame, Infinity War. And if you remember, Spider-Man actually technically lost that fight to Star-Lord, because Star-Lord was holding that like plasma rifle right in his dome. So who would win though? Star-Lord versus Spider-Man. And remember, this is the best version of each of the characters. So just choose your favorite. Elvin said Spider-Man. So we got one for Spider-Man. Sarah, who you vote for? Star-Lord. Here, and I'll just give you the list since I already read them off. You can keep track. Sarah's our scorekeeper. All right, so we got Spider-Man. Sarah said Star-Lord 1-1. Derek, what do you got? Star-Lord 2-1. What do you got? Star-Lord 3-1. I'll bring it closer. I'll say Spider-Man 3-2. Probably Peter Parker. I mean, he's the OG Spider-Man, right? So that's why I like him most. Okay, what else we got? Any other comments coming through? All right, we'll be watching that. Anything Facebook, YouTube? Any comments for our, I know you guys are a little bit delayed, so we'll keep running through the list. Who's our next two, Sarah? Wolverine versus Thor. Ooh, are you serious? All right, here's our next one. Our next one is Wolverine versus Thor. Guys, I don't know how this is going to work out. Wolverine versus Thor. This is almost the only thing that maybe could have been worse in terms of trying to pick one would have been Wolverine versus Hulk. That would maybe have been a worse one. Now, I know there's been winners to that, but both of them have won over the days. So who would you pick, Wolverine or Thor? If they were battling out, who said? Elvin said Thor? Elvin, good. That's a good choice. Grady votes Star-Lord. Oh my gosh, that takes it 4-2. Star-Lord's up. All right, what do you guys think? All right, how many in the room are going to vote for Wolverine? Raise your hand. So we got 1, 2, 3 Wolverines in the room. And I don't know, Thor is pretty awesome though. I know, Wolverine's like my favorite. I'm just going to be fun. I'm going to try to equalize it a little bit. So I'm going to go Thor. All right, what else you got? Remember, comment below. A few people are just joining us, so make sure you guys comment. We're doing our Marvel competition if you're just joining us. So we're trying to pick our winners. Let's roll through the next one. Remember, anytime you can comment, so if you show up even a little bit late, look back through the comments, find those heroes, get your vote in. All right, Sarah, what you got? What's our next two? Oh, Winter Soldier versus the Wasp. Who do you think would win in that battle? Now, one can kind of do some time traveling stuff. You know what I mean? Get really small, get really big. Not on purpose. They didn't do it on purpose the first time. But they can get really small, really big, kind of can that impact power. But, I mean, will the Wasp? Elvin votes the Wasp. Derek, who do you vote for?
I'll go
Winter Soldier is Derek's vote. All right, I'm going to go Winter Soldier, too. I think Winter Soldier, he's got that training, man. That training. Years of training.
70 years down.
Yeah. Grady voted Wolverine. Good choice. I like Wolverine. And you couldn't go wrong with either one of those, really. You really couldn't. All right, Johnny, what you got?
Yeah, I just think about that. Like, Wasp was there with them on Battle of the Psychics. However, Winter Soldier all the way.
Winter Soldier all the way for Johnny. Oh, my goodness. Sarah? Winter Soldier for Sarah. So it looks like Winter Soldier's taking it for this one in this room. So we're pretty excited about that. All right, get your votes in. Don't forget, we want to try to pick our winners. Just a recap for those who are just joining us. We have a few fun things going on tonight. We have our game. You can win some gift card. If you're our winner, Sarah put together a fact or fiction game. So you have to determine whether a given statement or thing is a fact or fake. So is there a bee in the world called a killer bee? And so you got to, is that a fact or is that fiction? Well, yes, there is. So that would be fact. So you answer fact. So it'll be fun. So we're excited for that. So we got a lot of cool things planned. So make sure you get that in. All right, Sarah, what's our next two? Captain America versus Hulk. All right, you got to get that going on right now. Captain America versus Hulk. All right, so in the comments below, you got to do your vote. Who would it be? Grady votes the Wasp. Grady, man, come on, the Wasp? You're always voting against me, Grady. Come on, bro. Help me out, man. Help me out. Huh? Yes. Yeah, I was going opposite on this. Okay, so read those again. Who's our two for this time? Captain America versus Hulk. Ooh, Elvin, Captain America. That's straight. That's interesting. That's pretty cool. All right, what about those in the room, Johnny? Captain America or Hulk? Who you got? All right, Derek. Hulk.
Sorry, Cap.
Oh,
I'm so torn apart.
Johnny's torn. He's got his two heroes here, man. He can't do it.
Okay, Hulk and Cap can go on for
Captain?
Hulk is stronger, but when he is angry.
I'm gonna. Okay, so Michaela got Captain. Who you got, Sarah? Captain America. I'm gonna do Hulk. I'm sorry. I really think you take it.
You know what?
Any YouTube Facebookers do their votes yet? Elvin said Cap. That's good. All right. What's our next two, Sarah? We're gonna move on. Yeah. All right. We'll do two more. We have time for two more. I said Hulk for that one. All right. Who's our next two? Quicksilver versus Iron Man. Well, Quicksilver was made really cool in the those X-Men movies, right? Because he did that whole like I'm running so fast, I'm like running on water droplets and that kind of thing. So I don't know. So you got that, but then Iron Man's got the whole like powered suit. I'm a boss. I'm the coolest Avenger kind of thing going for him. So Grady, Captain America. Grady, are you doing this on purpose? Come on, man. Help me out. Help me out, bro. Help me out. So that's pretty funny. All right. What do we think in the room? Quicksilver, Iron Man. Quicksilver, we got 1 vote. Quicksilver, 2 votes. Iron Man. Iron Man. I'm gonna say Iron Man. I'm gonna say Iron Man. I know what Grady's gonna say. Grady's gonna say Quicksilver. No, he's gonna say Quicksilver. Watch, he's gonna go opposite. I just know it, Grady. I just know that's what you're gonna do, bro. All right, and then our last one for today, our last competition. We're gonna jump into worship here very shortly. What do we got? What's our last 2? Black Panther versus Aquaman. Ooh, Aquaman, our one DC character who made it to our final round of 18. Let's see. So Aquaman versus who? Black Panther. I got so distracted at the Aquaman actually making it in. Okay. So Aquaman versus Black Panther. Ooh, that's a tough one for. Well, I mean, it depends on where they fight, right?
Yeah.
So if you're gonna do the battle on the beach, maybe it's a little more fair. Yeah. Sandman, Michaela says. Sandman will be there. No, that won't work. That would be pretty funny. Dude, yeah, that would be pretty funny. All right, so what do we think? In the room, raise your hand if you're thinking Aquaman.
That's not even.
We got, okay, how many? Dang it, okay. You guys just want DC to get through somehow. No, Elvin, you said Aquaman too? Come on, dude. Man, all right. Grady voted Iron Man. Okay, I love you, bro. You're my favorite again. Huh? I'm voting for Black Panther, yeah. I think he would take it, dude.
No, dude.
He's got, what are those, vibranium...
It's a vibranium suit versus the guy who's super strong Almanian water.
Nah.
Yes.
Nah. I don't believe it. It's rigged. All right, we're going to jump into worship here very shortly. So what I need everybody to do is, don't forget, if something happens with the stream, we're streaming on 3 platforms, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. On Instagram and Facebook, you can catch us at Tribe Fife, and on YouTube at Tribe Youth. We got a few fun things tonight. One, Derek's going to be dropping the word. Me versus me is going to be his sermon, so that'll be a lot of fun. And then we also have a game that Sarah put on, Fact versus Fiction. You can win a gift card there. And then we got some important announcements for our upcoming restart schedule, summer camp stuff. We got a bunch of stuff coming up for that, so make sure you stay tuned. Very important announcements about that. Sarah. Grady voted Aquaman.
Yes.
Grady.
Yes.
We love Grady.
Grady.
We love him.
That was a good answer, actually. Cats don't like water. That was a good answer. I will give you that.
Cat's a cat. Black Panther's not a
Yeah.
A panther is a cat, bud.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying it's a man in a panther suit.
That's pretty funny. All right, well, we're going to get started with worship. I'm going to pray. We're going to get started. We have a little bit of a setup here, so there may be a little bit of delay once we get up there, but we're excited. It's going to be good. God, we just thank you for tonight. We just thank you for this opportunity to praise you. God, just to give you glory. You are so special to us, God. You give us so many good things. And God, you just give us so much joy. You give us freedom from sin, from failures, from mess-ups, God. You give us a new life in you. God, you deliver us from all the crazy stuff we get ourselves into, God. You're always there. You never fail. You never fade away. You never hesitate to help us, God. And we just thank you for tonight that you would be with us, God, in our living rooms, in our cars. If Patty was here tonight, she'd say bathrooms. Wherever you were tuning in, God, we just say that your presence would be there, that your presence would be thick, that there'd be such a peace there, God. And we just thank you. We welcome you in right now. We welcome you in, that there'd be an atmosphere of peace amidst the storms of life right now. There'd be an atmosphere of peace. And that, God, we could worship you tonight with everything we have, regardless of how our day went, how energized we are, how sore we are, whatever. God, we just give it to you. And we just say that tonight would be a really special thing. In Jesus' name. Everyone said. go. We're gonna get to it. You ready? All right, let's
Alrighty.
do it. Let's do it.
Feeling
Jesus. Oh, you're always good. Oh, you're always good. Oh, when you walk in, oh, when you walk in, oh, when you walk into the room, oh, when you walk into the room, oh, we invite you in. So wherever you're at, just invite him into that place. Oh, we invite you in. Oh, Jesus, make yourself here. Make your home here. Be here. Oh, we invite. Oh, we invite. When you walk into the room, everything changes. Darkness starts to tremble at the light that you bring. And when you walk into the room, every heart starts burning. Nothing matters more than just to sit here at your feet and worship you. Oh, yeah. Oh, to worship you. Oh, to worship you. Yeah. We love you. We'll never stop. We can't live without you, Jesus. We love you. We can't get enough. All this is for you, yeah, Jesus. Oh, my Savior. Oh, my Savior. Oh, my God. And when you walk into the room, sickness starts to vanish. Any hopeless situation ceases to exist. And when you walk into the room, the dead begin to rise, 'cause there is resurrection life in all you do. Yeah, yeah. We love you. We'll never stop. We can't live without you, Jesus. We love you. We can't get enough. All this is for you. Oh, we love you, love you. Oh, we love you, Jesus. Come near. Would you come? Would you come? Would you come so near? Would you come? Come and consume. Come and consume, God. Oh, we are. Give you permission. Our hearts are yours. We want you. Oh, Jesus, we want you. Come and consume, God. Oh, we are. Give you permission. Our hearts are yours. We want you. Oh, Jesus, we want you. Come and consume, God. Oh, we are. Give you permission. Our hearts are yours. We want you. We want you. Come and consume, God. Oh, we are. Give you permission. Our hearts are yours. We want you. We want you. We love you. We'll never stop. We can't live without
was thinking about this a lot today, and I was thinking about what it would mean for us to spirit move. And a lot of us who are in this church have seen negative posting on Facebook, Instagram, and other stuff. And I thought maybe today we can start a spirit movement from one area and connect it to another area. We are in a season where each and every single one of us is bound to fight each other. And each time I see a negative post, I've always wanted to delete it, but then you realize it's stuck on there for good. So I have decided, at points I wanted to quit Facebook, quit Instagram, because of all the hatred I've seen on there. But God came into me last night and said, if you quit, do you think that hatred will go away without knowing? When you think about it, when you don't see social media, do you think you won't hear it? Do you think you won't see it? And a lot of the verses ran through my head, but one verse came into my mind, and it's from Matthew. I can't remember specifically what verse, but it says, you cannot serve two masters. You can serve one but hate the other. So the one master I choose to serve is God. And the reason that it was because he saved me like he is saving each and every single one of us today. So I just love this chorus right now. I just love the motion that we're in. So I'm going to pray this, and then you guys can go back into that chorus, all right? So Heavenly Father, I just pray for all the hatred and everything just stops right now. It stops right here. That the Spirit moves from just Washington into Oregon, Idaho, Montana, California, New York City, Florida. It moves everywhere. And that this virus is stopped right now. It stops right now. The protest stops right now. All the hatred and negativity is gone right now. And I just say, Spirit, move through each and every single one of us today that need your help in the name of Jesus. In Jesus' name, amen. with my brother's message, that you will be mind blown and that you will see what Jesus is really talking about through my brother. In the name of Jesus. And we just say this unto you in Jesus' wonderful name. Amen. Ooh, give it up to the worship team, man. Love Zach, love Michaela. So I think we are moving on to announcements, but I think Instagram is about to go offline. So Instagram, I'm sorry. We could either, I guess we could either. All right, introducing Sarah Sanders.
Hello, everybody. Okay, I had to bring my paper up today because we have kind of a lot of announcements, and I want to make sure I get to them all and I say them accurately. Okay, first, offering and our tithes. Since we can't be together and pass the white bucket, this is our time to pass the white bucket on the Facebook, the Instagram, and the YouTube. So as you guys know, God calls us to give 10% of what we earn. That could be money, it could be time, it could be 10% of our gift cards, it could be 10% of, whatever it is that we're earning, whatever kind of like currency that you're earning in this life. And so I just want to encourage you guys, if you are giving in, normal currency, you can give online at newhc.org. You can give on the New Horizon app. You can mail in your giving. You could also drop it off here at the church. There are so many ways to give. And as you guys know, offering is just out of, obedience, out of giving, out of your heart and your love for the kingdom. And so I just encourage you guys to do that, even during this time when we're not meeting together. All right, our first announcement is, as you guys know, our live stream is every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Welcome out. We do this every Wednesday. And are you guys ready for the good news? We'll be restarting our in-person tribe services on July 22nd. This will be an outdoor service so that we can comply with the governor's proclamations. We also, as you guys know, we usually meet outside in the summer anyway, so it'll just be like old times, but in the new time. So mark your calendar for July 22nd in person here at the church. More info will be coming next week on that, so stay tuned. Make sure that you check out the live stream next week for more details. Also, this Saturday night, I know you guys have been anxiously awaiting our next game night, so we have one this Saturday at 6:30 p.m. on Zoom. Make sure, as you guys know, 2 devices, one for the Zoom, one for playing the game, because we do the Jackbox games. We might even be doing something a little bit different, but regardless, you're going to need Zoom. So, hope to see you guys at 6:30. If you need the Zoom code, DM Zach or the tribe pages, and we'll get those codes to you. You also know how to reach out to your leaders, so you can do that as well. All right, and then every Thursday, New Horizon has a food bank here at the church from 1 to 3 p.m. So if you know somebody or if your family is in need of resources, I know last week Zach brought home an awesome pork loin, and they had so much left over. So it's normal food. It's not top ramen, right? So get out here to the food bank 1 to 3 p.m. every Thursday. You can also volunteer if you're just looking for something to do. I know a lot of you want to get out of your houses at this point. Come volunteer. It's so much fun. If you're going to volunteer, come a little bit early, 12:30, help set up. That would be awesome. Finally, I have good news and I have bad news. I'm going to give you the bad news first, and then I'll give you the good news so we can end on a high note, okay? Because I want you guys to be happy and excited when Derek comes up here to preach. So, our sad news is we are postponing our summer camp, as you guys probably figured out by now. So, August, we will not be having summer camp, but we are postponing it into the winter. We're doing winter camp with all of the other churches that we normally do summer camp with. So it's going to be the High Life winter style. So stay tuned for more details. I know you guys are so excited. I know that it's like a bummer you have to wait longer to hang out with all your friends and meet new people from other churches and gather together. But you'll be able to do that in the wintertime. So stay tuned for more info on that as well. And with that, we are going to stop the Instagram and restart it because, well, as you all know, we have a time limit on Instagram. So we're going to restart Instagram. Maybe Zach can restart Instagram because he's standing right there. And then while he does that, I will introduce our speaker tonight. As you guys know, he's a twin. Okay, yep. His twin is Johnny. You've already seen him up here. No, they're not wearing the same thing today. Derek was so sad he was going to preach last week, but he had to work late, and so we let him reschedule to this week. So, because we just knew he had such an awesome word, and we knew we couldn't do the sermon in a box one more week. So, we needed Derek's awesome word from God. So, without further ado, Zach, can we bring Derek up?
Yep, sound's going out for them.
Oh, sorry, Instagram. Okay, now we're back. All right, here we go. Drum roll, please. Derek Bizub.
Thank you so much, Sarah. I appreciate it. Again, guys, I'm very sorry I missed you guys last week. I work a job where I'm on rooftops and I'm loading bundles of shingles, metal, other items on roofs that can be steep, that can be easy to be doing. No, I don't need that. Thank you so much, though. And some of those days will kick me in the turd butt, and I will end up coming off work late around 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. So, my name's Derek. I like DC. DC's better than Marvel. Suck it. For those of you who picked certain characters or the aspect of DC superheroes, I'm going to pray for you specifically because Batman is by far better than Winter Soldier and Black Panther, and Iron Man's a cheap knockoff of Batman. Wow. We can go into details. So, a little bit of... I love you too, Zach. So a little bit of my backstory involving comics. Let's just go there. I started reading comics when I was younger, so my brothers and me would actually get comic books of like Batman, Superman, Captain America. We would actually diversify our knowledge of comic books, which would go from Marvel, DC. We actually went into Image Comics, which is of another anti-hero known as Spawn. Now, for those of you guys who don't know that story, it's very... brutal and complicated. The guy, goes to hell, sells his soul, says, hey, I'll come back to the world, see my wife again. But 5 years pass, he finds out his wife's married, they have a kid. He's like, dang it, what a major bummer, dude. So he's trying to get his humanity back. It's a long story short. But going into the knowledge I have of Marvel, DC, and certain of the comics, I expand the horizon of the logic of power. And that's why I think some of you guys are... specifically in Marvel, so I will forgive you for this horrendous bracket that's been set up. I forgive Zach. Zach's okay from this. He's exempt. Aquaman can win legitimately every fight. Wonder Woman should be in the top 4. Superman and Batman should be up in there too. I give Batman some grief. So the sermon I'm doing today is me versus me. And the reason why I'm doing this sermon, hello, is because there's an old saying that goes, I am my own worst enemy. The devil, I need to scooch him over so Michaela can see my cute face. Sorry, Michaela, I'm getting married to a beautiful woman. Love you, Tasha. I'm getting married next year. I'm very happy with her, and she's going to be an amazing wife. So, I had to give her a shout out. Me versus me comes from my life growth of me being my own worst enemy. So when things happen, I became my own worst critic. I would criticize my athleticism, my work ethic, my life, my life relations and issues like that. I would go at myself. I actually became my own worst enemy. Sorry, babe. But I had to realize that I don't have to fight these things alone, and I can go with God on these and, ask him to help me fight these battles. Because God has already delivered our enemies to us, such as ourselves, your evil side, whatever you want to call that. He's already delivered that to you, but what we still struggle with that nowadays. And it's because we want to believe that everything is okay, but it's really not. And that's where the enemy lies to you. The enemy is cunning. He's smart. He's going to tell you things that you want to hear, not what you want to believe. So I want to give you that curriculum. I actually have a picture of a superhero fighting another superhero. So this, am I in the camera view still, Miss Michaela? Am I still in that camera view? Okay, great. Thank you. Just thought I ask. This camera view, this is one of my favorite stories of story arcs. This is why DC alone in cartoon world is outdoing Marvel. Take that. So this is actually Batman, and I'll let you guys take a wild guess on who this villain is because you guys are not going to believe it. But I'll give you about 30 seconds for you all to comment in, and then I'll actually reveal to you who he really is. And it's really twisted. It's really weird. But I encourage you, read the story arc. And then I'll go into that. So, to be perfectly straightforward, this is Batman. Ready for this? Versus Batman. This version of Batman is from what they call the dark world, dark multiverse. So this version of Batman that we're seeing right here fighting Bruce Wayne is actually Bruce Wayne. This Bruce Wayne was infected with Joker toxin as a last resort. They fought to the death. Joker toxin got into him. He ended up eliminating all his Bat family just because he inherited the Joker toxin. So now we're seeing Bruce Wayne versus Bruce Wayne. So this is basically Bruce Wayne's fight by himself. Every time these two have fought, they've always, Batman Who Laughs, that's his code name, Batman Who Laughs. I never knew Bruce Wayne laughed until now. Mystery solved. Let's go home. No, but this battle, it just got me to think some more about how many times we have fought something that represents who we are. Depression, anxiety, anger, malice, of jealousy, rage. I mean, there's multiple emotions that we use as a way of interpreting who we are. And it's not building character. You're just battling it out. You're exhausting your spiritual mindset. And what I like to call it is because when you fight with yourself so much, you become exhausted, you become vulnerable, you start having cracks in your armor. Me, I like my plot armor, even though I don't have it on right now. I'm sorry. I don't have the right stuff on. But I'm very happy to have that fighting ability, that determination to keep going on when things don't seem that way. So that's why I like DC and all y'all like Marvel. I'll fight for DC till the end of the days. Go DC. But I want to, you can take that off and then we'll get all nerdy another day because that's not really what the sermon is about. The sermon is about you guys who are dealing with quarantine life. You're going insane. You're fighting something that you feel like you can't win against. And this is where easily you can look to God and say, God, deliver me from this. It's simple. It's that simple. You walk to God and you say, deliver me from this, and he will. But some of us find that hard to accept. Excuse me. I had a little burp. Give me some slack. So like I said, I'm my own worst enemy. And John sometimes can see it. John sometimes can't see it. So we'll go for basketball for example, because John and I are equally as competitive as ever. John likes to lead with a fiery personality. I like to yell at my teammates. In a way of me yelling at my teammates, it doesn't represent a wise leadership, but it also represents that I hate myself. I despise who I am right now because I lost the game for my team and I'm an embarrassment and I'm no good enough anymore. I've had people actually walk up to me and say I'm a sloppy player. And sometimes I didn't really accept that too well. I took that to heart because I put passion, I put my confidence in these games, and it just sometimes hearing those words really can hurt you. Like with depression, you're never good enough. You're not going to make it. No one's going to love you the way you want to be loved. That's where depression kicks in high gear. Anxiety does the same thing too. Oh, people were thinking always about me. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But if you take a step back, you realize God is actually defending you. God is your shield. He is your sword. He is your salvation. He is your refuge. He is your fortress in which you can take shelter in when storms are coming your way. Psalm 18:2. So read that. That's actually a really good one. So I'm going to go into a couple of Bible verses, and then we'll go more into a concept of why I picked this story. So John, can we load up the first one, please? Twin brother who looks like me, but not as good looking as me. He wished he was better looking than me. He's not getting married like I am. 2 years of dating is worth it. Wow. And you have less goals than I do in soccer. So, okay. And you're my twin Y. One of the ones I picked was James 4:7, and it says easily, submit yourselves then to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. So like I spoke before, the devil will kill, steal, destroy. It just doesn't mean he kills, steals, destroy your life. He'll kill, steal, and destroy your character. He'll kill, steal, destroy your emotions, your mentality. He'll destroy anything in your path to make you feel less who you are. He'll degrade you. He berates you daily on a daily basis, and you don't even realize it. But he uses what I like to call conduits, a way of him interacting with you, such as depression, anxiety, mental sicknesses, and things like that, out of raw emotion. So that's what sometimes when you go into like a fight, like Wolverine does, he'll go into a blind rage, and he'll act upon violence rather than logical thinking. That's why Batman is well prepared in his fights. He logically thinks. He knows he can fail it, but then he'll come up with different plans. He'll do all these things. So that was one of my favorite lines, because you have to resist what the enemy brings to your direction and let God in. That's why we always say, let God in. Let God take control. Let God handle your problems. Give your problems, give your worries to God, and he will give you salvation. So let's go with my next verse, my dear brother, who I can deal with on a daily basis. I love you, John. You're a good brother to me. Do everything without grumbling or arguing. This is the hardest one. I kid you not. I struggle with this. I complain, okay? Let's just be straightforward. I complain. I'll complain at work, not to my boss, because that makes me feel childish. I'll complain on the courts. I'll complain on the field. I'll yell at the ref, which I shouldn't have done. I'll complain about, yes, I should have gotten a yellow, personally. I'll complain about the aspects of every part of my life, of why I failed, or why I feel like a jerk, or why I'm such a person who acts in a way he should not be acting. And that's a representation of your leadership. So the way you see your leadership is the way that people will reflect off you. And I have a couple of friends who I've grown up with. I won't say their names just out of respect, but they know who they are. And I've actually, in a way, they kind of see me as their mentor, and I have mentors. But they also see me as a mentor, and they're always asking me questions like, how do I handle this? How do I handle that? And I always say, just try to do something without complaining. So here's my challenge, guys. Check this out. Go an entire week without complaining. I'm doing this challenge, too, because I suck at complaining. Go an entire week without complaining. There's nothing to do. I don't have much to do. Go out and do something. Okay. Zach. I love you, Zach. You're such a good bro. I also have an older brother, in case you guys don't know. John and I have an older brother and a younger sister who are equally as, in a way, in their form, competitive. My older brother, Jeremy, he hates losing basketball so badly. He'll critique me every time, and it gets on my nerves. And I wish I could stomp his feet and make him feel smaller than me and do all that stuff, but that doesn't make me feel better, does it? Makes me feel like a punk. John, next verse, please. I love you, Jeremy. Don't hurt me. You're 6'5", almost 250. I'm like 6 feet tall, 200. John, do we have any more verses? Thank you. For the flesh desires, Galatians 5:17. I just got to say the verse first before I say the words. For the flesh desires what is contrary to the spirit, and the spirit what is contrary to the flesh. They are in conflict with each other, so that you are not to do whatever you want. So you can't just say, I'm going to go rob a bank, and then turn around and say, I'm not going to rob a bank. You're fighting with your fleshly desires. It's the same thing with sexual immorality, your anger issues, your divisiveness, your decisiveness, you're indifferent about certain decisions you want to make. Every day you get up and you wonder, should I get up? Should I get out of bed? Should I call in sick? I want to call in sick badly. But I don't. I have to work. So I want to remind you guys that doing this, you go up, you get up every morning, and some of you guys are growing with this, is that you fight with yourself so much because you're like, man, it's Monday. Man, it's Friday. It's the weekend. Oh, wait, we're going back to Monday again. But you fight with yourself with getting up, laying down, eating food, choosing to work, choosing what clothes you want to do. You fight with yourself constantly every day. I just put on clothes and I call it good. Let's just say I don't have the best fashion statement right now. I have blue shoes, khaki shorts, and a black hoodie on right now. It's okay. It matches. The blue matches my eyes. My eyes are so powerfully. Oh my gosh. But going into the world, stop. Going to the world we live in today, where we have, what Zach preached about, what's the George Floyd protesting and the Black Lives Matter and everything like that. There's always a fight amongst them. They're fighting against cops. They're fighting against white people. Black people are going against, certain things, certain aspects of this. And instead, I kind of sit back, and I told Zach this the other day. I said, what? I told him, I said, I sat down, I watched the protests, and I asked what Jesus would do. And he looked at me, he goes, like, what do you mean? And all he did was, I cried. Because Jesus didn't tell us to fight our brothers. He told us to love our brothers as ourselves. It doesn't matter if they're a different color, if they're from a different ethnicity. We can't fight with ourselves and say, oh, well, I don't like him because the skin tone of this color. Hers too. You have to accept them as your brother and sister. Those are people that you get to have their backs every day, whether or not you like them or you hate them. The best part about them is that they are in your life because God placed them in your life. There's a reason why God placed certain friends in your life to have your back, to mentor you. Even though you don't want to be their friend, even though you don't get along with them, they're there in your life for a certain reason. It's to help you learn who your character is, how to build character, how to develop your character, how to mold that character a lot better for you. That's how God works through you. He doesn't want you to fight with yourself. He wants you to grow with yourself. He wants you to find true aspects of loving life to the fullest in a way where you don't argue with yourself and say, oh my God, for women, I kid you not, you guys struggle with boyfriends so bad. I just want to be honest with you. Is this guy cute or what? Will he take me to prom? Will we go on the date, like go to Red Lobster, stay at McDonald's next weekend? Guys, you do the same thing with women. I'm not canceling men now. Men, us guys are pretty simple when it comes to dates. We pick a date, we go there, we go do our thing, we go home. And hope they text us 2 or 3 days later. It's kind of a true aspect of the story. So don't fight with yourself because you hate yourself. Fight the enemy that's within you and say, you know what? You're trying to tell me lies that I can't even conjure up. John, do you have any other Bible verses before people start making me laugh because I'm extremely tired? So out of no reason, somebody. Do you have anything else? Oh, I have a me versus me thing. That's a big me. Gosh. That's a big me. Well, the funny part is John and I are identical, so I fight with him every day. I mean, let's just face it, guys. Twins who are identical, you're basically looking at the mirror image of yourself. It only gets weirder and better, let's be honest. I was going to have a video done, but I felt what I should preach about should be more towards what I want to talk about rather than the aspect of the movie and why I put it on there. It was going to be Avengers Endgame, Captain America versus Captain America. And the problem is you don't really get to see how Cap changed in 5 years. You really just see them fighting for a Tesseract or a certain stone. You don't get to see why they're doing it. You only see Captain America seeing another Captain America pose as Loki. The problem is Loki's a shapeshifter. He's weird. He's lonely. He has no wife and kids. Comic books is true. He does have kids. I'm going to take dirty shots at Marvel as much as I want because you guys make me feel left out. And I love DC. Even though we're dark and gritty, we're actually really cooler than Marvel because Marvel's just light-hearted punchline jokes. I do like some superheroes off of Marvel. I'll give them props. Cap, I got you. Wolverine, you're still my homeboy. Outside of that, I just want to leave this with you guys. Stop really fighting with yourself. Stop. Just stop. You're doing what I like to say is you're doing more harm to yourself than good. So when you're fighting with yourself, you're actually hurting what God made you to be. You're hurting that part. You're demoting your self-value. You're demoting your worth. You're demoting what you want to do. And that's where the devil thrives. The devil doesn't want you to thrive. God wants you to thrive. He says, I want you to build your character. I want you to build your self-worth. I want you to build your self-value and everything that you've worked so hard for every day. I've worked every day for my life. From the day I came out of my mommy's womb to now standing 6 foot tall, red-headed, 200 pounds. I was just playing flat out soccer, flat out working hard. I mean, I basically in a way was disciplined, discipled, and molded into, this godly man. I still fight with myself. Let's just be honest. I fight. I'll throw a couple uppercuts to myself and knock myself silly. Sometimes we really just need a reality check. And that's where God comes in. God is also firm. He's also loving. He does this because he loves you. He kind of gives you like a little reality check. It's like, listen, I didn't create you for this purpose. Why are you listening to that thing rather than me? We got some laughing commentators back here, man. Earlier today, I was watching Lane and Grady go back and forth about a DeLorean. DeLoreans are cool. Grady, you don't have a girlfriend, so you don't have to worry about that until you're like 17, 18, 19. I've been through that, been there, done that. I'm getting married now. Praise God. But I really just want to leave this on a note so we can get into the game really quick. Hashtag, you're better with God than you are with the devil. Hashtag that. Copyright. Licensed. Bonded. Everything in between. So I'm just going to leave this right now with a prayer. I hope this touched your guys' heart personally because this has been on my heart a lot more lately. But I really hope it touches you. If you guys really want to, contact me, you can hit me up on Facebook. Some of you guys have my number. Knock yourself out. I'm always around. So, dear Heavenly Father, we just thank you, Lord, for the message that I brought forth today. I hope it gave some people a better view of what you're doing in their lives. Instead of fighting with themselves, they can start building themselves. Instead of downing themselves, they can start upper themselves. It sounded weird. But we just thank you, God, just for the love, the firmness, and the power that you put behind your words in us. We thank you for breathing life into us. We thank you so much for leading us to your kingdom. Whether we did a bad thing yesterday, a bad thing a week ago, a bad thing a month ago, whether we are suffering from some sort of illness that we believe is mental, physical, whatnot, spiritual, we just declare right now a cleansing over everybody right now, a peaceful cleansing, like a peaceful waterfall. And we just say that right now, Lord, that everyone's healed of physical ailments, mental ailments, emotional ailments, spiritual ailments. And we just say right now that you're healed. You're now going to start growing. You're now going to stop complaining. You're now going to start seeing an uprising of encouragement from everybody. In Jesus' name we pray. Are you up? Are you so... Oh, I don't know if I'm ready for Sarah. I'm never ready for Sarah. Sarah's going to bring the game.
All right, everybody. We're playing Fact versus Fiction. But first, let's give it up for Derek Bizup. Woo-woo! It's worth the wait. Okay. Ooh, Zach, I like this graphic. Yeah, thanks. Nice. Okay, so we're playing fact or fiction. I want you guys to get something to write your answers down because you're going to submit. Oh, yeah. So there's going to be 22 statements. So if you want a number 1 to 22, that would be great. You're not going to submit your answers until I tell you to at the very end. So after we've gone through them, I'll probably go through them twice, depending on how much time we have, just so you guys can make sure that you answered them all. So, and then at the end, you'll submit your answers, and there's probably a gift card in it for whoever gets the most right. I will warn you, some of these are really hard. So, because it's more fun that way. Okay, because frankly, you're probably going to be guessing on all of these. No Googling, no phoning a friend, no cheating. You only have your brain and the statement that I say. I'm looking at you, Michaela Yeager. Okay. All right. I hope everybody has their pen, paper, tablet, something to write down 22 answers to. You're going to write either fact or fiction. Okay? Fact means it's true. Fiction means it's not. Okay. Fact or fiction. All right. Who's ready? Ready for the first one, Johnny? The first one. The first bird to ever use an Xbox controller is a New Zealand Kia bird called Parao. Yeah. Is that fact or fiction, Michaela?
Oh, man. My brain
Michaela is struggling with this one. The first bird to ever use an Xbox controller is a New Zealand Kia bird called Parao. Is that fact or fiction? All right. Next up, Johnny. England's biggest horticultural export is the fig. Do you even know what horticultural means, Michaela? It's a big multisyllabic word for you. Now, if you would like, you can Google what horticultural means, but you may not Google this answer. Okay? How do you spell it? It's right there, Michaela. All right. England's biggest horticultural export is the fig. Fact or fiction? I told you these are going to be hard, and they're really good. Oh, yeah. This is fun. Come on. I hope you're writing down fact or fiction. All right. That's right. All right. Next one up, Johnny. There are more tigers in captivity in the U.S. than in the wild worldwide. Fact or fiction? There are more tigers in captivity in the U.S. than in the wild worldwide. All right, next up, Johnny. The gold in King Tut's tomb had been stolen from the tombs of the other pharaohs. The gold in King Tut's tomb had been stolen from the tombs of other pharaohs. Fact or fiction? All right, we're coming up on number 5, Johnny. Pineapples take 2 years to grow into maturity. Silly pineapples. SpongeBob's house had to grow for 2 years before he could move in. If that's true. Fact or fiction? All right, next up. A typical cumulus cloud weighs about 1.1 million pounds. Do you need to Google what a cumulus cloud is? You may Google what a cumulus cloud is, but you may not Google how much it weighs. I told you all these are going to be hard, but it makes it that much more fun because I want to see who gets them right. And if anybody actually knows them, yep, instead of guessing. Okay. All right, next one, number 7. The same molecule that makes chicken taste like chicken can also be found in ground up oyster shells. Michaela's mind is just being blown. She's giving me the nastiest looks. Like she is looking like I grew another head out of my shoulder.
Takes that much brain power to find that type of question. So,
Yep. All right. Next up, number 8. The roller coaster was invented during the 100 Years' War as a way of launching supplies across rivers. What'd you think, Michaela? You think that's fact or fiction? I literally Googled facts that sound fake but are true and things that are fake that sound real. So you're welcome. All right. Number 9. Cheetahs can't roar but only purr. This is not what I wrote, Zach. That's not what I wrote.
Yeah, I edited yours because yours is wrong. I knew that one before, so I changed it so it's right.
Is what I... Okay, that's fine. Very well. Okay, cheetahs can't roar but only purr. Well, I'll ask you later. What? Okay. Maine is the closest U.S. state to the continent of Africa. Maine is the closest U.S. state to the continent of Africa. Fact or fiction? All right, number 11. All right. Scientists who work with cockroaches often become allergic to pre-ground coffee. I wish you all could see Michaela's face because, frankly, it's probably what all of your faces look like at this, and it's hilarious. Oh, my gosh. Do you think this one's fact or fiction, Michaela? Michaela's brain hurts. I hope all your brains hurt at home, too, because it's summertime. All right. Number 12. A woman named Violet Jessup survived the sinking of both the Titanic and its sister ship, the Britannic. Michaela thinks that someone wouldn't be very bright, surviving one sinking ship and going on another one that sinks. Sometimes you just don't have a choice. You got to get to America somehow. Yeah. All right. Number 13, Johnny. The toenail of your little toe is called the spangle. I did. All right. What's number 14, Johnny? Many militaries have trained combat dolphins to locate underwater mines. Is that fact or fiction, Michaela? Yeah. Well, you're the only one with a facial expression. Zach knows the answers, okay? Well, because he had to make this for me. He had to print this out and make the slides. Well, yeah, he did. All right, number 15. The Holy Roman Empire still existed when the U.S. was founded. The Holy Roman Empire still existed when the U.S. was founded. Zach thinks that was back in 1492. So let's see if anyone else is going to get that one right. All right, number 16. All fossils found in Canada belong to the Queen of England. I can see the gears turning in Michaela's head, which means that they're turning in all of your heads as well on the live stream. I wish everyone was here in person for this. All right, number 17. Nintendo was founded in 1889. Nintendo was founded in 1889. 1889, not 1989, 1889. Fact or fiction? Number 18, Johnny. Nearly the entire continent of South America is located east of Florida. Nearly the entire continent of South America is located east of Florida. All right, number 19, Johnny. An adolescent owl is called a novice. Not a noob, but a novice. I don't want to see your true or false. I want to see fact or fiction. No T's and F's. I want to see fact or fiction. Makes you guys have to work harder. Okay. Number 20. Bananas are berries, but strawberries are not. These are head scratchers. I'm eager to see head pounders. Michaela wants to pound her head against a wall. All right. Number 21. Guinea pigs can't smell peppermint. Guinea pigs can't smell peppermint. For all of you who have a pet guinea pig, you can go ask your guinea pig if it can smell peppermint, and then you can tell me what it says. All right. Number 22, last one. There are more submarines in lakes right now than there are in oceans. There are more submarines in lakes right now than there are in oceans. All right. All right. Zach, should I go through them back one more time real fast or just go through the answers?
Yeah, you can hyperspeed through them.
All right, we're going to hyperspeed. You ready, Johnny? 2 minutes. Okay. Number 1, the first bird to ever use an Xbox controller is a New Zealand Kia bird called Parao. Number 2, England's biggest horticultural export is the fig. What is a horticultural export? Number 3, there are more tigers in captivity in the U.S. than in the wild worldwide. Number 4, the gold in King Tut's tomb had been stolen from the tombs of other pharaohs. Number 5, pineapples take 2 years to grow into maturity. Number 6, a typical cumulus cloud weighs about 1.1 million pounds. Number 7, the same molecule that makes chicken taste like chicken can also be found in ground up oyster shells. Number 8, the roller coaster was invented during the 100 Years' War as a way of launching supplies across rivers. Zach, what are people commenting on this? Anything?
Krista commented something to the effect of,
I think she says that every week. All right. Number 9, cheetahs can't roar, but only purr. Number 10, Maine is the closest U.S. state to the continent of Africa. Number 11, scientists who work with cockroaches often become allergic to pre-ground coffee. Number 12, a woman named Violet Jessup survived the sinking of both the Titanic and its sister ship, the Britannic. Number 13, the toenail of your little toe is called the spangle. Number 14, many militaries have trained combat dolphins to locate underwater mines. Number 15, the Holy Roman Empire still existed when the U.S. was founded. Number 16, all fossils found in Canada belong to the Queen of England. Number 17, Nintendo was founded in 1889. Number 18, nearly the entire continent of South America is located east of Florida. Number 19, an adolescent owl is called a novice. Number 20, bananas are berries, but strawberries are not. Number 21, guinea pigs can't smell peppermint. Number 22, there are more submarines and lakes right now than there are in oceans. All right, do you guys all have your answers? All right, you guys, post your answers in the comments below. I'm going to give you like a minute or 2 to do that, and then we'll go through the actual answers. We'll grade them and see. Yeah, so write 1, fact, 2, fiction, 3, fact, 4, fact, 5, fiction. Yeah, or whatever your answer is, yeah. But I want you to number them so that we know which one's which. It's a lot easier than if you just write fact, fiction, because also Zach's sitting behind the computer right now, and he might not get it right if you don't number them. He's going to tell you you're all wrong. You'll get 0 points. You're grading your own, Michaela. If you want to post it, you need to put numbers.
Hey, I didn't ask you.
I mean, she could just put it in order that she has. I mean, I'm going to look at it anyway.
No, I'm not gonna post that.
Well, Michaela, you can't win, so you can't win a gift card. So you could post how you want. But for the youth that want to win a gift card, you have to number them if you want a gift card because, well, Zach's the grader and the keeper of the gift cards. All right. Do we have any posts, Zach?
Nothing yet. Nope.
Anything on Instagram?
Nope.
Okay.
All our Instagram people, I believe.
Aw, by Instagram. All right.
Oh, yeah, we just got one from
Okay. So that means. Okay, I'm going to give him another minute.
They're gonna stop the video, pause it, then they're gonna look at Google afterwards.
They don't have to. I'm about to tell them the answers.
They're gonna start Googling it every time they pause the video. Exactly.
All right, Johnny, when I go through the answers, you can show the slide, and then I'll say whether it's fact or fiction. That way they can read it. I know. I'm just telling John. I'm directing Johnny what we're going to do, what our plan is. Is it just Sophia? Does it look like she got all the answers right?
I don't know. I don't remember them by number.
Well, let's see. What'd she put for number 1? Ooh. Good guess. But wrong. Is that what, did you put fact 2 for number 1, Michaela? I'm sorry. I got Michaela a Frosty before Tribe to butter her up for this game. Just go back to your Frosty, Michaela. It'll make you feel better. I needed to butter you up.
Now that was dirty.
So bad.
Alright, are you ready? It went from normal play competition to now eat your frosty.
All right. Michaela, you're going to do awesome. All right. Are we ready? Zach? Okay. Number 1, Johnny. The first bird to ever use an Xbox controller is a New Zealand Kia bird called Parao. That is fiction. False. Didn't happen. I don't know what part of that's fiction, if the whole thing is. I just know it's not true. Johnny got that right. Okay. All right, number 2. England's biggest horticultural export is the fig. That is fiction. So, not true. False. Fiction. Number 3. There are more tigers in captivity in the U.S. than in the wild worldwide. That is a fact. How are you doing so far, Michaela? You're hanging in there. Okay. How's the social media?
It was fiction, fact.
Yeah.
So we got 2 out of 3 for Sophia.
Nice. She got 2 out of 3, right? Excellent. All right, number 4. The golden King Tut's tomb had been stolen from the tombs of other pharaohs. That is fiction. Number 5. Pineapples take 2 years to grow into maturity. That is a fact. It's quite a long time. Okay, number 6, a typical cumulus cloud weighs about 1.1 million pounds. That is a fact. Michaela? Yep, 5 and 6 are facts. Michaela, did you Google what a cumulus cloud is? Well, they're heavy. Yep. Number 7, the same molecule that makes chicken taste like chicken can also be found in ground up oyster shells. That's fiction. I hope you all could tell that was fiction. That would have been a good guess. What? Yep. All right. Number 8, the roller coaster was invented during the 100 Years' War as a way of launching supplies across rivers. That's fiction. That's just ridiculous, people. All right. Number 9, cheetahs can't roar but only purr. That is a fact. I originally had meow, but Zach changed it to purr, so... Okay, purring apparently is the actual term for meow. I think he should have written meow, but it's fine. Both are correct. Either way, that's a fact. Maine is the closest U.S. state to the continent of Africa. That's also a fact. Did you get that right, Michaela? Come on. Oh, my goodness. Number 11 is a fact. Scientists who work with cockroaches often become allergic to pre-ground coffee. That is fact. Could you believe it? All right. Yep. Number 12, a woman named Violet Jessup survived the sinking of both the Titanic and its sister ship, the Britannic. That's a fact. So, yeah, she had some bad luck, but she survived both of them. Okay. Number 13, the toenail of your little toe is called a spangle. That's fiction. I don't know what it's called, but it's not a spangle. It's a different word. Number 14, many militaries have trained combat dolphins to locate underwater mines. That is a fact. Apparently Russia has been known to do that. The U.S. does it. I definitely read that the Russians did it. Dolphins are so cute. Okay. Number 15, the Holy Roman Empire still existed when the U.S. was founded. That's a fact. The emperor, the last emperor of the Holy Roman Empire, he abdicated when Napoleon Bonaparte invaded in the early 1800s. Yep. Little guy's coming? Nope. All right. Number 16, all fossils found in Canada belong to the Queen of England. That's fiction. They do not all belong to her. Number 17, Nintendo was founded in 1889. That's a fact. And actually, they were a maker of Japanese card games. That's what they made back then. Derek, we're talking about Nintendo, not Pokemon. All right. Number 18, nearly the entire continent of South America is located east of Florida. That's a fact. And number 19, an adolescent owl is called a novice. That's fiction. I don't know what an adolescent owl is called, but it's not a novice. Maybe it is a noob. That'd be funny. Number 20, bananas are berries, but strawberries are not. That's a fact. And number 21, guinea pigs can't smell peppermint. That's fiction. I'm not quite sure how you tell if guinea pigs can smell peppermint because they can't talk. And number 22, yeah, that's fiction. Number 22, there are more submarines in lakes right now than there are in oceans. That's fiction as well. All right, how'd everybody do? 9 or 10 for Sophia. Why is it 9 or 10? Oh, you don't remember which one? 18 was nearly the entire continent of South America is located east of Florida, and that's a fact. The owl, and that's fiction. Sophia got 9. Yep. Good job, Sophia. Michaela, how many did you get? 9. Michaela got 9. Derek, how many did you get? 15 for Derek. He's a really good guesser. Except he actually apparently knew the Nintendo one. Johnny, how many did you get? Johnny got 11. Derek thinks he learned all this in school. And Zach already knew the answers, so he didn't play. Zach apparently thinks he got 22 because he already knew the answers. All right. We have any other answers? So far it looks like Sophia Lipinski is going to be our big winner. Luckily, Zach already has your email, I'm pretty sure. Did we have any come in on YouTube? Yeah. Sophia, I hope you're tithing on those gift cards you've been winning. You can give 10% of your Amazon card. You re-gift it back to the church. I'm kidding. Just a little bit. Congratulations, Sophia. Thank you, everyone, for playing. I'm going to pass it back to Zach so he can tell you goodbye because he loves to do that. Here we go.
What's up, Tribe Youth? Hey, good to see you tonight. Remember, we have our game night this Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. on Zoom. We're going to be doing this Jackbox collection. It's going to be a double feature, so you can win 2 gift cards for our game. So we're really excited for that. Other than that, guys, have a wonderful rest of your night. We cannot wait to see you guys in person. Remember, we're going to be restarting on the 22nd of July. It will be an outdoor service. We will be distanced and all that. So, but it'll be good for us to see each other, good for us to gather again. So remember, don't forget, 22nd, we're going to be restarting. Be checking your email and social media for more info and our game night this Saturday. We'll see you then. We love you all. Take care. God bless. Enjoy your week.